starting Dredge, a brand new game, brand new style. This is basically a preview of my upcoming attempts to live stream. We shall see if they are successful, and if you like this, please do let me know. This is going to be relatively short, only 20 to 30 minutes maybe, but the live streams should be a little bit longer. At least I'm thinking they will be. And this is where you will actually see why I am named the way I am named. Because I will be cheating. I absolutely will be cheating. And actually, I think I don't want to be using, I want to be using my mouse and keyboard for this. So you can hear some nice clicks from my keyboard. The morning light fills your eyes, and you try to sit upright. You're lying on the cold, wet dock where you collapsed the night before. A short man is shouting orders at a handful of workers disembarking from a boat nearby. The man notices you. Welcome to Greater Marrow. I must say, quite the dramatic first impression. I see you've already introduced yourself to the jagged rocks along the bay. Did you not see the lighthouse? It was shining right at you. Ah, well, I'm glad to see our new fisherman upright and breathing. Your boat was hopelessly damaged, but I've had a few of the locals move your things to one of our old vessels. We'll catch up later to discuss more details. I'll let you get out there to catch some fish. See if you can fill your cargo while you get your bearings in the light. Finally, I don't suppose I need to say this, but get back by sundown, before the fog rolls in. Keep a close eye on the time. It can really creep up on you. We shall undock. Now, first we're going to hit the tab, and then we're going to see what our pursuits are. Catch fish for the day. A fresh start. Met the mayor of Greater Marrow. Marrow. Who sent me out to catch some fish and find my bearings. Seems nice enough. Warned me to be back before nightfall. Though, said something about fog. Bit dramatic. The mayor asked me to catch as many fish as I can, then head back to Greater Marrow. Back. Undock. Chugga. Let's get this out. Coastal fishing. Start the fishing. Boink. Ah, good stuff. Blue mackerel. Good. Fishing again. Ah, missed you. Oh well. That's okay. We don't need that many. Doink. I think we're gonna leave it. We're not gonna overfish. Let's check you. A floating buoy serves to mark safe passage past dangerous rocks and obscured hazards. Its dim light also provides a brief respite in the gloom of the night. Let's check out, what do you say? Oh, we don't have the stuff for you. That's right, okay, let's check you. Do we have the things over here for these people? We do. Delicious. Get him. Got him. Ah, low. Let's leave it. I don't think we have the stuff for you, but that's okay. There's something floating over there that I want. Yeah, I want that bottle. I'm gonna get it. You. Oh, good. We got a lot of fish here. Let's take them. Take them all, baby. Oh. I guess the benefit to hitting your marks here is that it takes less time to fish, and therefore you have more daylight in which to fish. That makes sense. Time only advances when you're moving, fishing, or doing other things. Let's check this out. My messages. Morning of the second day of the honeymoon, and our first day proper. Today, we're sailing around the islands and inlets at the back of Greater Marrow. I love the rocks here. The layers and colors are so striking. Furthermore, the fishing is relatively poor in these shallows, so I know he will keep his hands on the wheel instead of the rods. He renamed the boat last night, Julie. He did a fancy renaming ceremony and everything. I think he took that more seriously than the wedding. Supposedly it's very important to perform it correctly, lest you want ill fortune to follow the vessel. He wanted to throw away everything with the old name on it, but I kept the keychain. Ocean's Riches was a good name. I think he was prepared a surprise picnic lunch. I can see the basket half hidden, stuffed under a blanket at the front of the cabin. I love it when he tries to be romantic. What fish did I catch? Ah, the blue mackerel. Practically worthless, but enough to stave off hunger. Cod. Plentiful and basic. Delightful. Delightful. Sheer delight. This looks like something we're not going to be able to fish. No, can't fish it. But let's go over to here. I think we're going to be good. This has a delightful look to them. I think we're definitely going to be able to fish these guys. We do. Excellent. And it's cod. They're high. Oh. Oh. Yes! Got the trophy. Ikuzo. Oh, yes. Shoop, 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 shoop. And that'll be it for you. We can get the mackerels. One more thing of mackerels would be good. And I think these guys are mackerels. I could be wrong. Oh, because it's daylight. I see, so that it changes up from day to night. I like it. We could hit these guys, but if I'm not mistaken. Oh, hang on. We're definitely getting these guys. I think we can get one, or I think we can maybe just get one of these guys. Oh, no, we can get, oh man, that's huge. That is freaking huge, dude. I'm just gonna get two of them. Yeah, I'm gonna get two of them, and I'm gonna call it at that. I'm gonna call it with two. I am cheating a bit more than I normally do because I actually played a little bit of this beforehand, so I know that there's a quest that requires arrowfish or arrow squid. So I'm gonna put one of those in storage. But I only played about 5 minutes on. You're not missing anything. You step onto the dock at Greater Marrow. The mayor is waiting nearby. Ah, I see you return in one piece. Very good. Before you head off to town, we should discuss the matter of your boat. As I mentioned earlier, your old boat was too badly damaged to be repaired. However, I'm more than happy to sell you that replacement vessel. Yours to own. I understand you may not have the necessary funds on hand, so we'll consider it a loan. But I want to make this easy for you. Until your debt is repaid, a tiny portion of your fish sales will go towards paying it off. A small amount of interest will go towards improving the town. So to recap, you'll need to sell fish to the local market, paying off your debt, and in turn, keeping the population fed and satisfied. Understand? Selling fish helps the town and pays off my debt. Got it. Off you go then. Sell those fish while they're still fresh. I shall indeed. But first, selfish and fishmonger, kind of explanatory, I don't need to read that to you. The arrow squid rises from the depths at night to feed or be fed upon. Okie dokie. The fishmonger. You enter a squalid shack on the fringe of the marketplace. The familiar smell of fish fills the air. Flies buzz haphazardly around a downcast man behind the counter. You're the new fisherman, eh? Surprised they found one so fast. What happened to the other one? It takes a certain type of person to last out here. It's not a life for everyone. Anyway, to business. I'll pay you for fish. Bigger and fresher means more money. Some species are just worth more too. Other towns and other islands might pay you different, but while you still got a debt outstanding here, I'd suggest you work on paying it off first. So let's see what you've got. I'm gonna keep one of everything that I've sold. Yes. So let's put you in storage. I'm gonna put the big boys in storage. 7, 8. Is our biggest so far? Ooh, 9, 6. I'm gonna put this guy. Everything else we're gonna sell. Selling them. Bing, bang, boom. All sold. Now the question here is, do these stay fresh in storage? I don't know. I have no clue. They may or may not. That will be something new that I don't know about. The mayor is standing outside the fishmonger store. Ah, excellent work. I have no doubt you'll be able to provide for this town. Look here. I found this down by the docks. I'm sure someone like you could make something out of it. Why don't you take it? Ah, a curious-looking component. Could be used to develop new equipment, but would need some investigation at a dock first. I shall take it. Oh, one last thing. Our local shipwright mentioned she might be able to make some modifications to your ship. You should pay her a visit. Delightful. Delightful. I shall indeed. Also, self-explanatory. I don't need to keep checking that. And yet, I do. As you walk into the yard, you see the shipwright making repairs to a damaged hull. She looks up at you briefly before turning back to her work. Ah, you must be the new fisherman. I can make improvements to your vessel in the yard. Mind you, I'm not in the business of doing favors around here. Payment is upfront, and everything takes some time to install. Also, if you take on any damage from the rocks, or any damage at all, I can patch it up. Mostly. She shrugs and gestures toward the hull she's currently attempting to repair. A number of wooden boards, all well above the waterline, are splintered and scratched. Take a look around. Just remember, the bigger the equipment, the longer it takes to install. So plan ahead. Okay, I've got $93. And now we shall open up Cheat Engine. We must check. Alright, I already have my process attached. You can't see any of this. But we shall now be searching. I know from previous experience that these are 4-byte values, and the decimal place is actually a red herring. There is, in fact, let's see, what is... Yeah, so you actually just move the decimal place over. So the actual number that's being stored in memory is not 93.30, it is 9,330. We searched for that. We can buy this. I'm gonna buy it, just because, you know what, it makes sense. How are we gonna place this? What is the best way to place this to maximize our storage? I think down this way, if I'm honest. Okay. We're installed. We now have the ability to fish in shallow waters as well as coastal waters. we shall move back to our cheat engine, and we'll definitely have that. We did indeed. So I could at this point straight up just cheat as is and buy a whole bunch more stuff. I'm not going to do that right away just because there's no real reason to. Let's see. Ooh, can I talk to the mayor here? I can. What can I do for you? I'd like to pay off some of my debt. I want to ask about the wider region. What happened to the last fisherman? I want to ask about the wider region. I actually haven't done this yet. Certainly, is there something in particular you wish to know more about? I don't know any of these things, so yes, let's talk about Gale Cliffs. Well, the main point over there is called Ingfell. It's right on the approach to the cliffs. You can't miss it. It's a whaling town, but I haven't heard much talk of it these days. I think quite a few people have left, one way or another. Ominous, 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 ominous. Anything else? Stellar Basin. That's a cool name. Quite a popular tourist destination. There's a resort on the atoll, built on top of a beautiful coral reef. I'm sure there's a wide variety of fish there. Maybe you fancy getting your hooks into some of those. Is there another area you'd like to discuss? Yes, indeed, Twisted Strand. I don't think there's much to tell. It's just a tangled mass of trees. It's often blanketed in a thick fog, even during the day. You'd want some good lights and a good sense of direction if you're to go exploring there. Our last, Devil's Spine. Ah yes, it's quite exciting really. An active volcano amongst a city of ancient ruins. Oh my goodness, yes, calling my name. I must caution against sailing there, however. The ruins lie low in the water and would surely tear through your hull. Terrible. Not to mention the aforementioned volcano could erupt at any moment. You can occasionally hear it rumbling from here. What else? What happened to the last fisherman? The last fisherman? Oh, he was very unreliable. He'd go out at night, come back with no fish, and proceed to sleep all day. He was also a terrible captain. I mean, really terrible. Constantly running around on the reef, even in broad daylight. The shipwright almost ran out of wood for repairs. No, he was no good. One evening he left and never came back. So long. He shan't be missed by us. What else? I'd like to pay off some of my debt. How much? Ooh. Can't do any of that. Never mind. I should get back to fishing. I don't really have a lot, so I think I can... Shall we rest? No, we should research. We can research. What else shall we do here? I'm very interested in doing this, the flexible fishing pole, but it takes two. It takes two research parts. Fishing speed plus 50%, but it only applies to oceanic. I think actually my best bet here would be to do this. Can't do pots, can't do this, so actually I think my best option is to go for propellers. So that is now available in stores. Okay, so that's what this does. This opens up new stuff. I like it. This actually is definitely my most research intensive. That's my best bet. But I'll be totally honest here. I think my movements of doing these things is probably pretty good too. And here we go. Alright, first cheats of the day. I'm not gonna go too crazy, but I do want to be able to... Let's see, so let's do 300,000, which should get me $300. And therefore, buy it and install it. Doink. Now we're moving real fast, and we're gonna go to sleep. That will be our first day. Let's take a gander. How much time is this? 20 minutes. Okay, that's absolutely perfect. So we shall rest. I hope this was restful for you. Tell me if you like this stuff, if you want me to stream more. I think I might do it like an hour or two a day. That's what I was doing on Twitch, but that wasn't working for me, so I like my odds better on YouTube. And I shall say goodbye, 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 and thank you